Hey guys, it's Kierstin Elisabeth and welcome back to my channel. This video is going to be all about protective styling, like what to do before you get your protective style and also during and after your protective style. So first is the prep. So if you have natural hair like myself, the first thing that you want to do is make sure that your hair is clean and conditioned. And if you do need a protein treatment, because you know some protective styles, they weigh kind of heavy on your hair, especially like braids or twists or anything like that, I would suggest getting one of those, but try not to do it yourself. Try to go into a salon for that, like let a professional handle that. But what I typically do before I get a protective style, I always make sure that I deep condition my hair. That's most important because your hair is going to be in a style for at least like 6 to 8 weeks. So that's going to be a long time without you being able to actually get to your scalp and deep condition and take care of it the way that you should. So that's very important. Second thing to do is I blow dry my hair so that it's stretched, so it's easier to actually manipulate and get into its style. So and then your stylist would actually appreciate that too, because even though I did blow dry my hair on my own when I got my Senegalese twist done, like when I went to the shop, she actually blew dry my hair again. So it I think they would appreciate it if your hair is blow dried, combed through, all that good stuff. And also it's important to know exactly what you want, so make sure that you do your research on not only the styles that you want, but the salon or person that you're going to get your hair done from. So if they have an Instagram, make sure you look at the pictures that they have, you know, see what they have to offer. And then it's actually easier for them if you look on their website rather than looking at someplace else and bringing it to them and be like, oh, can you give me this? Like, it's easier to show them their work and be like, I want this because they've done it before, it's their work. And then after you get the style, okay, so if you never had like twist or micro braids, if you never had twists, braids or anything like that before, your head is gonna be a little bit sore for maybe like the first day or two. So it's not recommended that you try to put your hair up or like manipulate it in any type of way. Like, don't try to style it the first couple of days because your head is gonna be really sore, and that's what actually pulls on your edges. And like, because a lot of people, they don't like to get braids or anything because they figure, oh, it's gonna pull my edges out. But as long as you take care of your hair and, you know, treat it well, your edges will be totally fine, trust me. Some things that I like to do while I have my hair in, like while I have my protective style in, I always, number one, tie it up at night. So I like to have long, as you can see, these are really long. These are medium sized waist length Senegalese twists, and I have a little color in there. This is 1B mixed with 350, and then I have like some random twists that are 350, and that's like an auburn color. If you do tie your hair up at night, like with the silk cap, and then put your bonnet on, it'll last so much longer, like rather than just sleeping around on your pillow with nothing on your hair. Like, it won't last that long because it's gonna get frizzy, especially if you have natural hair. You want to make sure you keep it tied down, slick, all that good stuff. What I like to do normally, I would like put my hair up, like I'll bend down and put my hair like in a little ponytail, and then I'll twist it around and then wrap it up and put it in a bun, and then I'll put my bonnet on top of that bun. And then after that, I'll take my silk wrap. Here's my silk wrap. I'll take this and then I wrap it around my hair like this, and then wrap it around once and then bring it back to the front and then tie it in a bow, and then I go to sleep. So of course you're not gonna look the cutest, but it's gonna protect your hair. And then also what I like to do is I like to make sure that your hair, like your scalp, is like greased or, you know, moisturized. You don't want it to be dry and flaky because that's gonna make it look ugly, especially if you're gonna do a bunch of different hairstyles with, you know, your scalp showing and everything. You want to make sure that it's well moisturized and all that good stuff. So you can use, you know, grease if you like to. You can use an oil. I would suggest I actually use a grease, so like maybe like once a week I'll take some grease and I'll just like put the grease in my hair, make sure everything's all good. Or some other people like to use oil. You can use coconut oil, whatever you like, and like you can put that in a little bottle with the long nozzle on the end to make sure that it's easier to get in that way. You can use that. What else? If you do like go swimming or get your hair wet, like if you go in chlorine or anything, make sure you wash your hair afterwards. Like, I'm not saying like wash it, but like you can just take like a shampoo and water mixture and put that in a little bottle or whatever, and actually take a toothbrush and like go in your hair and scrub, and then you want to spray it gently with water and everything, just to make sure that chlorine and everything doesn't affect your hair, because remember, if you are natural, that can have a negative effect on your hair if you don't wash it out. So you want to make sure that you get all that dirt out and everything. What else? Styling, you want to make sure that you don't like try to keep it in the same styles all the time. Like, I know a lot of people like to do the buns. Like, I love buns. That's why I like to have my hair long, because the longer your hair is, the easier it is to style, the more styles you can do. But is it good to always have your hair up? Like, no, it's not, because that's causing tension on your hair and your scalp, and especially on your edges. Our lovely edges that we want to make sure we still have when we take these out. So you just want to make sure that you're not just doing the same style the whole time. And if you need some inspiration, there are a lot of people that have different styling videos. You know, people have blog posts on different styles. I'm sorry, I kind of messed it up. Okay, but if you need style inspiration, you can watch different YouTube videos, different blog posts. I would make one, but I mean, I typically do like rotation of the same, like maybe 3 or 4 hairstyles, so I won't be of much use to you. But I'm sure other people have lots of different hairstyles. I know Peak Mill, she has a YouTube video on how to style Senegalese twist, and there are some other people as well. So just do your research and you'll find one of those easily. The other thing, I know sometimes your hair, like, it may itch. I know braids or twists, they seem to cause like itching on your scalp, and I have this spray. It's the spray that I use when I have twists, braids, because normally I get box braids. This is my first time ever getting Senegalese twists, but this is the spray that I use, and you can get this at your local beauty supply store. It was only $4.99, so super duper cheap, and it's a really big bottle, and I'm sure it'll last you for maybe like it'll last you a long time. So I'll spray my hair with this maybe like every other day. I don't want to do it every day because it is like water based, and you know, if you're natural, you don't want to spray too much water on it because your natural hair like puff out. So maybe like every other day I'll spray my hair with it, and it helps to moisturize, condition, and soften your hair, and it also adds luster to the hair and scalp, and it also helps to soothe itching, and it has tea tree oil and anti-itch power. Before, I used to use this spray, like, I would be going through it. Like, when I would have braids, my scalp would be itching, and I did not know why. And then I bought this, and it changed my life, literally. So yeah, African Royal braid and extension sheen spray. Not only does it help, you know, the braids to look all nice and everything, because I know after a while they may start to look a little bad, but it also helps with itching. So huge. I think that's it. So I know it's not a lot, but even though it's not a lot, it is very important information to prolong the life of your hairstyle, and to make sure that when you take it out, it still looks good. So when I do take my braids out or my Senegalese twists out, what I do is I'll cut the ends. Obviously, I'm not cutting my hair, but I'm just cutting the braiding hair. I'll cut the ends, and then I unravel it, take it out, and then I do my pre-poo treatment with my coconut oil and everything, and then I wash my hair. And you want to make sure you deep condition after you take your hair out too, because like I said, it's been up in that style for maybe like 6 to 8 weeks, so you need to re-enhance that moisture. So that's very important. So I think that is everything. I know it's not a lot, but I mean, it's still important information to know, especially if you didn't know it before. Now you know. I hope this video was helpful for you guys, and good luck if this is your first time having braids or twist or you're interested in getting them, I hope this doesn't scare you away from it, because they really are, you know, even though it's an investment depending on where you go to get them done, they really are, they're good to have, because you don't have to worry about doing your hair, especially if you go on vacation. You don't have to worry about doing your hair or anything like that. So that's all I have for you guys today. See you in the next video, and as always, stay pretty.